Okay, we're recording. I guess I only wrote down 2 answers.
Okay. Let me pull up the textbook.
I actually didn't get too far. I thought I had plenty of time, and I didn't get to the questions. I finished the prep, so
Okay.
I understand the concepts, but I don't know how much help I'm going to be in the group quiz.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I basically did the same thing. I didn't do the quiz ahead of time today, but
Okay. Do we want to maybe do it tomorrow?
yeah, we can.
Because I did the quiz, but I can't log in. I don't know. I keep trying and it's not working.
Yeah, if you guys want, and then that way maybe Gabriel's able to come too.
Yeah, because I don't know. I haven't heard from him yet. Normally it's up to you guys. I'm totally fine sitting here and working through if you guys want to read the problems to me, I can work it through with you, and we can do it today or we can do it tomorrow. I'll let you guys decide since I'm the one that's not working.
I'm good with either.
Zachary, how about you?
I'm good with either. It might help to do it later, but I think it's due by tomorrow. Like we have to do it before tomorrow.
Oh, so it's like due today.
It's due today. Like, I mean, unless we wanted to, do it at 12 noon tomorrow.
Let me see.
I'm trying again on my laptop to see if I can get in. Like I can get to the home page. It pulls up to like the main dashboard. And then when I click on iLearn, oh wait, it's working.
Yay!
Yay! I think. Okay.
Now I have a problem.
You do?
Mine's getting the runtime error now.
You're getting the runtime error now? Dang it. That's exactly what I was getting. But mine's working now, so maybe in a minute yours will start working.
So is there something down with the system then where it's kind of glitchy or?
It must be because I was getting runtime error and Zachary said his was fine and now mine's fine and he's getting a runtime error. So there's got to be something with and yours is working fine, Lexi?
Yeah, so far mine's fine.
So it is due, the quiz is due tomorrow night by midnight. So we could do it tomorrow if we wanted to, or we can go through it now since we're here. It's up to you guys. I'm just worried that if it's like intermittent, we might lose. I don't know.
What do you want to do, Zachary? Because you're the one with the iLearn down right now. It's up to you.
Zachary, what do you want to
do? Either or is fine. I can I can write down what we need to write down, like if we're going over the group quiz. So, I mean, I can just write down what we figure out and then submit it when my internet works.
Okay.
But, I mean, that's where I stand.
Okay. And it's weird because like iLearn isn't working on my desktop, but it's working on my laptop. So it's very weird.
Weird.
Okay, you still have your quiz up, Lexi?
Yeah.
All right, why don't we just go through it and then Zachary, we'll read the questions to you. I was trying to get it on so I could screen share, but it's not working on the computer. I've got the Google up one. Why don't... Because I wasn't really sure on how to do these, so we're gonna have to walk. We're gonna have to go through them anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, Zachary, are you ready? I'll read the question. I'll read the like the statistics part to you, and then so you have the numbers part, and then we can go through the answers. Does that work?
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so for this first one, the standard deviation is not known. N equals 9. D equals 2.2. And D, like the S and then the little d, equals 3.3.
See, I got kind of confused in the lesson. The 3-year post or whatever that was, or
Yeah, it was hard for me too. I was trying to. So for number 3, the question is the value of the test statistic. So isn't that the little t?
I have no idea. All these, I've gotten so confused by all the little abbreviations or whatever they're called.
I know.
Very.
Zachary, is your thing working yet?
Well, the good news. Let me try.
Okay, mine's working on my desktop, so I can share the quiz. I can like screen share my screen with you now. So if it's not working, you'll at least be able to see it.
I can see the group questions. I just don't think I can submit them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of the error.
Okay, so you can see question number 3 then, like, and all the information?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to get the test statistic, do you use the formula for the little t? Or okay, so what is a test statistic? I guess I need to know. Do you guys know what that is?
No.
Yeah, it's from the last chapter.
Uh-huh.
It was about how for that one it was about how you don't have sigma and you have you're trying to plug it in like you would if it was a different if sigma was known. But on this, you have to plug in SD and D to get the new test statistic for the differences.
Okay, so do you use okay, yeah, so you use the formula for the little t, right? The x minus u.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's what I used to find that.
So yeah, that's guys is that the test statistic is like for a test involving paired data when the standard deviation is unknown is the little t.
Yes.
But where are you getting the formula for that? Because I see like an example, but not the standard formula. You know what I mean?
Okay, so the formula is t equals x with a little bar over it minus u over s divided by the square root of n. And that's in chapter, s divided by the square root of n.
And on top was x with a line, and what else?
Minus u.
Minus u. Okay.
So, but in this one, because we have the two sets of data, the x value is going to be the d, right, Zachary?
What's that?
Because d is the difference between the two sets of data, which when you have the two sets of data, you use that difference as the mean, as the x value. Right, Zachary?
Yeah, but so in this case, we would have, like, for the top part of the to test statistic, it would be like big S D minus whatever's your equality status quo hypothesis. So normally I think it would be 0.
Right.
It might be 0 for all of them. I'd have to remember. But so for
so you don't.
Yeah, it would be 0 for all of them.
Right.
Because that would be the status quo hypothesis you're testing. So it'd be, in this case, it'd be 3.3 minus 0 over the rest of the test statistic.
Okay. So
what I don't.
Oh, go ahead, Lexi. Sorry.
For that for question 3, the information given says let d equal x after minus x before. So what is that? Wouldn't it just be one number plus the same number would equal 0? I don't.
That's okay. So is that with that question? I was using the 2.2 instead of the 3.3 because the D isn't. Okay, so Lexi, from what when we have the two sets of data, you have to take the you take the mean from the first set and the mean from the second set and you subtract them. And that gives you the difference in the two values, which becomes your, I thought it became the X value. Or I don't know. Now I've confused myself. But that's where this equation, the D comes in, is you take the after and the before and you subtract them to get kind of like it becomes your, what's the word I'm looking for? I believe it becomes the X value because normally we have the X value, but when we have two sets of data, you have to subtract them to get one value to do the equation.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Kind of, yeah.
It doesn't really make sense as I'm listening to myself. I'm like, that makes no sense. Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure I'm. So Zachary, why did you use the 3.3 instead of the 2.2?
I used the 3.3 because that's the Wait. I mean, I used the wrong number. It would be 0 minus 2.2.
Or is
Not-
it
not-
2.2 minus 0?
What's that?
Isn't it 2.2 minus 0?
Yeah, it would be 2.2 minus 0.
Okay. So
I got it all mixed up. But
no, that's okay. It's really confusing. So Lexi, when you have the difference between the two values, the D in this case, that becomes the X in the test statistic
Equation.
formula.
Okay.
Is that
So that X before X after thing is just throwing me off. It's just you substitute X for D.
yeah, when you have two sets of data, instead of using the X value, you have to subtract.
Okay.
You have to subtract the two values, like the two means from each other to get the D, which then that substitutes in for the X in the test statistic formula when you have two sets of data.
Okay, I understand now.
Okay. Ugh. That's a lot of back and forth and crazy. So then, and then the S value is the S value that they give you in the problem
Okay.
on the bottom.
3.3 goes on the bottom of the...
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So what is D then? Because I'm not seeing like two sets of...
So D, if you look in the problem there, it says D let D equal X after minus X before. So they've already computed the two sets of data and subtracted them. So because they didn't give us any data, they didn't give us the data to do the
Okay.
we didn't have to calculate that. They gave it to us. And
That was like 5 minutes of like right in front of my face. I was like, I don't get it. Okay.
no, but as long as you understand it, because
Yeah, exactly.
you know, I mean, on the test, it's probably not going to be that obvious.
Mhm.
No, that's good. That helped me understand it better too. So sometimes talking through it is so much better than.
Yeah. So the U on top of the formula would be 0, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
2.2 over 3.3 divided by the square root of 9, which is 3.
Yeah.
My calculator.
So Zachary, is that right then? The D substitutes in for the X value?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As long as we're all on the same page, then we're.
So it's just 2 is the answer?
That's what I got.
Sounds good.
Okay, then for number 4, I wasn't sure exactly how to do this, so I put it into the applet. Is that how you're supposed to do this one? Zachary, do you know?
Looking at it, and this is as far as I got, but other than the test statistic,
Right.
well, since it's a two-tailed hypothesis test, we're looking for what's greater than the test statistic,
Right.
and we're also looking what's less than the test statistic. So I think we're looking for what's below -2 and above 2.0. So it's going to be double what they got for the probability because they were just looking at a one-tailed test.
So it says though they want to know if it's greater than the test statistic of 0.0403.
So
I don't know. This is a little tricky to me because um, it sounds like they're using the definition of a p-value, but that the probability of anything is equal to or greater than a statistic. But I think when they say that, they're talking about they're really talking about uh, the p-value, the one-tailed or two-tailed test, and they're saying they only got one tail of the test. So, since it's a not alternate hypothesis, we have to look at it as if we were getting two p-values from opposite ends of the graph, the t-test distribution.
Okay, so how do we figure that out?
Well, we already know that one tail test is always half of two, so they're basically giving us half the answer. We don't have to do any math or anything. No big calculations. We just have to double it.
Okay, so I might disagree a little bit with that because
Well, I think in the book, the way it says mark the test statistic and p-value on a graph of the sampling distribution. So it's saying the test statistic is labeled on the horizontal axis, like of the applet.
okay.
So like those numbers down at the bottom, that's the test statistic. So
Okay.
the p-value is the area to the left of t under the curve. Does that make sense? So it's like you enter in it as the z-score.
You put in the 0.0403 is the z-score?
I think.
Okay, let me try that. What was 0.0403?
I think. So would the probability be like 0.96? 8? I don't know.
I got 0.5160. So the way that I did it before, I put in 2 in the z-score, and then up at the top, the area, I put in 0.0403, and then selected everything to the right because it was greater than. But I don't know that was right either. Because
So, but for this one, it's everything to the right because greater than, like you said, right?
right.
So like 0.5, 0.484.
Yeah. But the thing, they're telling us to use the information so they're giving us the test statistic, even though we found it in the first problem. So they're giving us a different one.
Should we? I think I would feel better if I studied some more. Like, because all I did the preparation, but I just like read the textbook and kind of went over the homework and stuff. But
Right.
I feel like, like the videos and the homework and stuff usually help me, and I didn't get to those.
Okay. Yeah. I'm good with that.
We could always. Do we want to try to like each study a little more and do the quiz on our own, and then that way, if we meet up tomorrow morning, we've each done the quiz at least once and can compare what we got wrong.
Hey, are you okay to meet tomorrow morning?
Yeah, I can meet tomorrow morning. That'd be okay.
Okay. Can we meet a little bit later tomorrow, like at 9? So just a half an hour later than what we normally meet.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah, that'd be okay. Are we just gonna basically go over okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So why don't we each take the quiz ourselves, grade it, and then tomorrow we can come back and whatever answers we got wrong and right, we can compare it and then talk about how, like if I missed one and you guys got it right, then you can tell me how you got it. So that way we can kind of collaborate and
Yeah, that makes sense. So we're basically going over the problems we've gotten wrong, even though we can't redo the quiz.
We can redo it twice.
Oh, it's not due tomorrow.
Total.
It's
Okay.
due
Night.
tomorrow night at midnight. So time, and then I think that's what time is it right now for you? Is it 12?
It's it's 12 right now here.
So we can meet tomorrow, like 12 for you, 9 for us.
Yeah, that makes
That work?
that makes sense.
And then we can talk about what we got wrong, and then whatever we missed, hopefully between the 3-4 of us, we can get the right answer so we can submit the quiz again.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. All right. Is that
Sounds
good?
Yeah, sorry guys. I don't want to continue with I just feel like I'm not able to contribute.
Right.
But I couldn't grasp it when I went over it the first time.
Yeah. No, that's fine with me. I did the quiz, but I wasn't sure. I haven't graded it yet, so I don't know. I wanted to talk it out because I didn't really understand it either. It was a lot of guessing. So.
Right.
Yeah, this helps too because I hadn't finished the quiz either. So
Okay.
Okay.
I get the concepts, but it'd be more helpful if I know everything.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do that then. So we'll meet tomorrow, same time, 9 o'clock, and then we'll talk about it. And I'll send Gabriel a message to let him know.
All right. We'll see you
All
guys
right,
tomorrow.
guys. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, bye.